Once upon a time, there was a little girl called Alice who fell down a black hole. She was forced apart from all the things she held dear, and she was so confused and sad and furious, she wept a lake of tears so deep she could swim in it. And the only way she could escape it was to run. I never cry.
And as we lay our beloved king down on his way to a better life, and his journey to the next world, the longest journey of all, into mystery and grace, we give to you food on plates of gold to take with you on your journey. We give you the finest honeyed milk. We garnish you with gold and the richest jewels, so that you may be recognized as a prince with honor in your new life, and all your earthly possessions shall accompany you.
No!
All you need for the great life beyond, as we leave your earthly body in this tomb, and you transcend to eternity. Your jewels, your possessions, your chattels.
I won't!
And may it bring you peace on your great journey as we close this sacred tomb around you, its doors keeping you safe in your journey to the afterlife.
No! You can't leave me in here!
But you belong to your husband, O Queen. It is your sacred duty. You are lucky to accompany him on his great journey.
No!
And now we extinguish the flames as you prepare to enter the afterlife, dear King!
No! Don't make me stay here with him!
But you know how it must be!
No, in the dark.
Accompany well our dear king on his long journey to the beyond, and know that you have done your duty.
Professor Straighton?
Have you heard?
Yes, saw the telegram. Astonishing stuff. A 3,000-year-old burial site, untouched. I thought once they found old Tutankhamun last summer, they'd done the lot.
Are you going?
Can't stand the sun, old boy. Give me an Iron Age settlement in Scotland any day. But His Majesty's overseas interests are extremely keen that we send someone.
What about her?
Our visiting lady professor?
Yes.
Barely comes out of her office as it is. I ask you, what kind of archaeologist stays in their rooms all day?
Well, she came highly recommended.
That Yeti skull came highly recommended, and look what happened there. I simply can't take another trip to Nubian shores. One more bout of the yellow fever and it's all up for me.
Well, it'll have to be her then.
She's so terribly quiet. Such a blue stocking. Exactly why women shouldn't be in academia. But the Constantinople steamer leaves on Tuesday.
I'm busy.
It's Professor Straighton.
In that case, I'm tremendously busy. Yes,
Ah, Professor Song. Good to find you here.
I'm always here. Oh, come in, why don't you?
I see your work is progressing.
Well, it was.
Ah, sorry. So, tell me what you know about the Surene.
The who? Sorry?
The Surene tribe of Lower Mesopotamia?
I've never heard of them.
Yes, not terribly well known. Isolated region, early irrigators, rich civilization. Practiced a form of suttee until quite late.
Did they now?
Instead of burning, they buried the wives alive with their dead husbands. Barbaric. Quite practical, though. Stop them poisoning off unsatisfactory husbands or remarrying and making new heirs.
Unsatisfactory husbands?
Anyway, apparently they've uncovered what appears to be a perfect underground tomb by one of those saltwater dams. Their anxious representative of our humble trade attends the dig. Dam's leaking, you see.
No, thank you.
Surely, as an archaeologist, this is the most tremendous find. It'd be quite the feather in the cap.
I've had my fill of travelling for the moment, thank you. All I want is peace and quiet to finish my studies.
But...
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Miss Garsington? Miss Garsington?
Yes, Colonel.
Ah, Miss Garsington, there you are. Now, listen, I know you're here as... What are you here as?
Assistant clerk, sir. Please, call me Daphne, sir. Seconded from the British Council. Finding this tomb, it's frightfully exciting.
Yes, of course. Ah, Archie.
We tried all the local help, Colonel. None of them will do it. I asked them to get a boy from the village, but they absolutely refuse.
I see. Well, thank you, Archie. Dismissed.
Sir!
Now, Miss Garsington, Daphne.
What's happening, sir? Why did you want me?
Small problem. And you're the smallest person we have. We've managed to dig a fissure in the tomb, but we can't widen it without damaging the structure.
Yes?
And, well, it's a very small crack.
Yes?
Normally, I'd say it's no job for a gal, but if you could just get inside and light a few lamps for us, we could see where to burrow without damaging anything. You understand?
Why, I'd be thrilled.
Yes, quite the honour. A woman being the first into a serene tomb. Of course, it's just the outer chamber. Leave the inner rooms to the chaps, what? Don't want you getting lost down there.
Of course. Back in a tick, sir. I say, I've got some bloomers in my mess tent.
Good heavens. Attention, everyone! Now, Daphne, Miss Garsington here, being of slight frame, is going to enter through the opening into the external chamber. She'll light the lamps inside and guide the drilling in.
You're terribly brave, Daffers.
Thank you, Archie. It's rather dark through that hole. Are you sure I'll fit?
Of course. I mean, it's only if you want to. Nobody local wants to do it.
Yes, well, I'm sure they have many fascinating and important superstitions and so on. Ready, young lady? You're not afraid?
This is for science, sir. And for women.
Wouldn't go quite that far. Archie, can you give her a leg up?
Love to. Daphne? Are you there? Are you all right?
Don't twist your ankle, my dear, then we'll all be in it.
No, I'm here. I'll get my gas lamp working. Oh. It's all coloured. It's amazing! I can't believe it's 3,000 years old. It looks like it was painted yesterday. All the yellows and reds and the lights.
The lights? You mean your lamp?
No. The other lights. The little lights that are in here already? The little lights that are coming towards me.
There shouldn't be any lights.
Are you all right, Daphne?
I'll try and climb out. Ouch! It stung me! Ow! There's something in my eye!
Daffers?
Oh, my goodness. Professor Song?
I'm busy.
The dig in Mesopotamia. There's a young woman missing, presumed dead, inside the tomb. They haven't informed the family yet. They want one of us to go out there first. I expect it will be rather too much for you, but I thought you ought to know. Gracious, are you packed?
I travel light. I need the halt to Southampton, every book you have on the Serene Tribe, a Colt 45, and a pot of rouge gold, thank you.
Actually, I think you'll find I'm not your manservant.
Oh, I barely had you marked down as a man at all.
All aboard! Madam, straight up the gangplank.
Thank you.
You really did leave it dreadfully late, ma'am.
Timing never was my strong point.
Cast off! Ahoy!
Ah, this is my seat, I think.
No, I believe that's the captain's.
Indeed. Ship's protocol is quite beyond me.
Yes, the card saying Captain Forrest is quite misleading, to be fair.
Almost as if I ignored it, simply to sit next to you.
That's why I changed the seating cards in the first place.
Bertie Potts, I've seen you on the aft deck.
Professor River Song, I've only seen wet fish on the aft deck.
A chap could take offence. What takes you to Constantinople? Mini Grand Tour?
No, I'm staying on. My final destination is Ur.
Truly? What a coincidence, so is mine.
If that's an extraordinarily inconvenient way of trying to court me, can I assure you I'm a married...
Not at all. I'm the consul there. Trust me, even someone as beautiful as you couldn't persuade me to Ur without an FO mandate. If I keep my head down, I'm hoping for Vienna one day.
I'd stay out of Europe for the foreseeable if I were you.
So, Professor Song. What calls you to those distant, dusty shores?
I'm afraid I can't say.
The tomb?
Now that's annoying.
One of our junior clerks is assigned there. I'm told it's the most remarkable find. What have you heard?
Are you always this nosy?
Are you always this reticent?
No, I wasn't always.
Well, let me give you my card. We have a telegraph machine in the office, so if you need anything...
Thank you.
I don't suppose you fancy a quick whirl?
No dancing. The waves help me sleep. They lull me, and I feel further away from everything here than I did in the distant reaches of the outermost galaxies. Days follow each other, all the same, one after another. I like it. I can smell the new earth ahead. It is a hard and bitter earth, which will suit me, I think. It feels like all I deserve.
And ahoy!
Taxis here! Taxis here! I can take you! Taxis! Cheap taxis!
No, thank you. I'm being met. Where's my car, please? Excusez-moi, c'est où ma voiture? Oh, for goodness sake. Never mind the lovely boat. Next time, I'm using the vortex manipulator.
Professor Song? I say, are you all right?
I'm fine, thank you, Bertie.
Is nobody meeting you?
Madam Song.
Oh, here we are. Do you know where my car is?
No, Madam Song. No one go there. Dangerous. Do not go.
I know it's dangerous. That's why I'm here.
Do not go.
Perhaps you should listen to the old prune.
I never listen to anyone.
Don't say.
Thank you. There's more money if you can find a car that will take me.
No one will take you.
You're becoming very repetitive. Do you realise?
I'm going that way.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Potts, but you and I both know that there is no that way.
Oh, come on. It's a tomb. I spend my entire life dealing with Lord Chichester's beastly second son explaining why he doesn't need a passport, making sure the ambassador's wife doesn't start on the gin before luncheon, and trying to work the telegraph machine before the electric cuts out again. Please let me.
Thank you, madam. Luck be with you.
I'm driving.
I just think it was damned inconsiderate of you not to stop when my hat blew off.
Hats are overrated. Ahoy! View, halloo! Where's the rest of the dig team?
Yes, it's practically, deserted.
Hello, I'm so glad you're here at last. Colonel Freeman Lifford, delighted to make your acquaintance, Professor Song.
Actually, I'm not,
But...
Where is everyone?
Oh, I see. Nobody stayed. Everyone's afraid. It's not just Daphne. They're worried about the saltwater dam up the valley. They say it's making peculiar noises. We do have one faithful camp follower left. Here's Archie.
Hello, Archibald Ferrers. Want some tea? Swimming in the stuff these days. All those Oxford boys may have scuttled home, but they left the rations. Tea. Lovely tea.
Righto.
I don't understand. What happened to the girl?
We're digging to her. Nearly there.
We lost some ground when our initial hole collapsed. Had to start from scratch.
Now you're here, we'll have Daphne out in 2 ticks.
Daphne? Daphne Garsington?
She's seconded from the consul's office.
Yes, I know. I didn't know she'd gone missing.
We haven't reported it yet. Not officially. Wanted to wait till the university had had a look.
She's not missing. She's in there.
You've been trying to dig this tomb out on your own? What with? Teaspoons?
Gosh, look at your hands.
It's fine.
Well, they're not in the least fine. They're raw. Have you slept?
We have to reach her. She's right there.
What do you think happened, Colonel?
She said something about lights. Little lights. Then there was a scream. Then nothing. We've called, shouted. We put food and water in there.
She's alive.
It's been weeks.
She's alive.
Calm down, old chum.
Well, this is a pickle.
Rather.
Better pick up a pick then. Bertie, were you sloping off?
Not at all. Just fetching something from the car.
Actually, you're getting very freckly. You really ought to cover your head.
Yes, but my hat...
Sleeves up, everyone! Dig in!
Not what I'm used to, must admit.
Getting there, old man.
We can do it. We can.
Stop! That's enough! Shine the light, Archie.
Is it done? Can we get through? Daphne, we're coming!
Steady on. But yes, I can get through there.
I am not at all sure that's wise. Why don't we wait until it's large enough for a chap?
Daphne needs us.
And I assure you, Colonel, gender is a relatively unimportant construct when accompanied by one of these.
I say.
Bertie, give me a lamp.
Do you know, I rather think I could fit through there too.
Yes, You are a skinny thing, aren't you?
You don't favour the more slender-cut gentleman?
Au contraire. I like him very much. I love the desert at night. The stars look so close. All right, down the rabbit hole we go. Ladies first.
How is it down there?
Tight! Hang on. Oh! Here we go! Woo!
Are you alright?
Yes! My lamp went out! Let me just... That's better. Did you change your mind, Bertie?
I'm coming! Ooh!
Ooh! Oh, that was a narrow squeeze. Oh, my word.
I know. Here, let me light you up.
The detailing, the colours. Oh, it's breathtaking. And nobody's seen it for how long?
Can you smell anything?
Only the sand and a whole new world brought to life.
Do you write a lot of poetry in your spare time? No, I mean there is no smell. Nothing. Not a dead body, not a live one either.
This place goes on, right under the ground. Who knows where she might be? Ooh, look at this painting. Cattle, would you say? It's magnificent.
Couldn't care less.
What kind of archaeologist are you?
Part-time. Come on. There doesn't seem to be much here. Let's keep moving.
Hang on. What was that? Ah, there. Little lights. Like fireflies.
Oh, yes. But not fireflies, I'm willing to bet.
I've never seen anything like that.
Don't touch them!
Oh, it's in my eye!
For goodness sake! A girl's vanished and you stick your head in a mysterious light. I thought the Foreign Office exam was supposed to be hard.
Oh, it stings!
It's all right. They're going, Bertie. Are you crying?
No. My eyes are watering, that's all.
Ow! Get away!
They seem to have a definite destination in mind. Let's see what it is.
Are you sure that's wise?
As long as you leave them alone! You were the boy who put his hand in the Bunsen burner, weren't you, Bertie?
Water.
Did you hear something? Behind us. There might be side tunnels we haven't explored.
We're going downhill. It must lead to the inner tomb. Oh, there are even more of those lights ahead.
What are they? Fire ants? That's what it felt like.
No, they're glowing.
They don't look like anything I've ever seen before.
I, on the other hand, have seen a lot of things, and I'm narrowing it down.
Where did they go?
Wait there. Or somewhere in here.
It's just a wall of solid rock.
Not quite solid. There's a crack. Oh, they went through. There's an even brighter light inside. They're clustering.
Oh, Lord. Something's in there. Daphne, do you think?
Oh, there must be a mechanism somewhere. A lever.
Are you sure you should pull it?
Oh, how else do we find out what it does?
But what's behind that wall?
Door, not wall. And we're about to find out.
Oh, it's so bright.
Oh, never mind.
You're shooting at something without knowing what it is.
It's a red light glowing in a tomb that's lain undisturbed for 3,000 years. Do you think it was baking us a cake? Besides, I'm not shooting at it.
Oh!
Good. We've woken it up.
That's it, I'm going back. Oh, goodness! Behind us! It's Daphne?
Thirsty.
You want water? Daphne? Are you all right?
Obviously not. That's not Daphne anymore.
My dear, what's happened to you?
Thirsty.
She's still standing.
Just a hunch, but don't let her touch you. And now the door's closing.
Oh dear.
The lever's resetting itself. Shall we?
But the red lights are in there and that's screaming.
Could be anything. Out here's a definite threat, but we'll take our chances. Come on! Under the door!
Oh, my word.
Well, on the bright side, we've got away from whatever used to be Daphne. On the not so bright side, we're locked in a tomb.
She was quite the loveliest girl, you know.
Oh, we were all lovely girls, Bertie. Oh, we've shaken the wasp's nest. Steady, Bertie. Don't move. They're just interested for now.
Please, can we get out of here? There are dead beetles everywhere. And it's so frightfully hot.
You did say you wanted out of the office.
Blighter bit me.
Wait, did it go for your sweat? Ow! Oh. Hold still, hold still. They're swarming on you. And at first tears, now sweat.
Ah, it stings. They're going. They've stopped.
I don't think they've stopped. I think they've got enough.
Oh my! It's a person.
And I am alive again. And again. And again. And my thirst is so strong.
So that's who's been sleeping in this bed.
River, there's no way out.
Let me feast. I am so thirsty.
Hello! Over here! Bertie, get that door open.
How?
Will you follow me? Let me feast on your tears.
Yes, I'm talking to you. What's your name?
Open up, damn it! Lifford! Can you hear me, anyone?
I am Prim, once queen, imprisoned here unjustly. Only snakes and beetles and lizards to ease my path. Snakes do not cry, and I must feast on tears. Give me your tears.
None left to give. Sorry.
Your sweat.
Don't really do that either. Lucky that way.
Then I shall feast on him.
Oh, no!
Throw me your lamp and your handkerchief. Why? Stuff it in the top. Now, Bertie.
Oh, it's coming for me!
Let's see what a little well-placed fire can do. You're nothing but dry sticks, Prim. Fortunately for us.
Shall return. I always return. There is nowhere for you to go.
Oh, it's no use. There's no way out. And I like that handkerchief.
Look at the body. Like burnt charcoal. Not a drop of moisture in it. Even before the fire. Now that's how Daphne looked too. But this one's over 3,000 years old. She shouldn't be here at all. She should just be bones and a hank of hair. Like her king down here. Dead and gone. I wonder what made Madam stand up and walk about. It's something to do with those lights. They vanished just before she attacked.
Oh, there's one now.
Get it!
What with?
Catch it in your hat!
I don't have a damn hat!
Corner it! I've got the empty lamp. Got you. What are you? Tinkerbell? Let's have a look.
I say, what on earth is that?
Archaeology toolkit.
I thought you chaps mostly worked with trowels and so on.
Yes, this is my sonic trowel.
What will they think of next?
Well, well, well.
What is it? Have you seen one before?
I have. It's... Bertie, have you read much H.G. Wells?
Oh, yes. He's topping.
Okay, just assume, for a moment, it's all true.
You found a hole to the centre of the earth so we can escape the tomb.
No, the other one. Up in the stars. There are civilizations, people, species, everywhere. Some hostile, some friendly, some advanced, and some so stupid they'd colonize your hat.
You're joking.
Space is big. No, he would never start like that. Listen. When people travel between worlds, sometimes they put themselves in suspended animation. It means they go to sleep for decades to cross the universe. Their bodies need to be fed and watered, not very much, but just enough to keep them alive. More or less.
So thirsty.
That's where saline drones come in. They're tiny robots, machines. They take moisture, ideally ionic compound solutions like salt water, from anything and everything, then recycle it into the sleeping bodies. They help keep predators and insects out, but their main job is to redistribute that moisture to the cells of their host, which is why they wanted your tears and sweat.
But
how on earth did they get in here?
Why, yes.
I suppose there's a chance they fell off a passing starliner. Somehow locked onto our poor Red Queen, who was already having a terrible day, I imagine. Kept her barely alive on creepy crawlies ever since. On your clock, too. That must have given Prim quite a boost.
But you've killed the thing now.
I don't know about that. Wherever the saline drones find enough moisture, they'll keep at it. They've infiltrated Prim, and she's been able to pass it on to Daphne. It becomes a communicable disease. One tiny drop is enough to keep the cycle going.
How can we get out of here? I don't think your magic trowel is doing anything.
No. One of us is rusty.
Thirsty.
Lifford! Archie! Oh, come and get us!
It's no use. They'll never hear you.
So thirsty.
Shh! Something's out there.
Can you see through the crack?
Yes. It's Daphne. She's barely moving.
Well, perhaps if she's been, reactivated from me, she'll be more like herself. Daffers? Is that you? It's Mr. Potts. Bertie.
Yes.
Well done, Bertie.
Oh, Lord.
Stay calm. Start sweating in here and it's all over. Daphne, is there a little bit of you still in there?
So weak.
Can you see the lever for the tomb?
What happened?
Just enough human memories left to latch onto. Poor thing. Daphne, feel for a lever. Up and to the right.
I'm so tired. I must rest.
No. Daphne, don't give up.
Let me see through. Give me the lamp. Oh, she's just lying there. Oh, can Can you save her?
Let's see if she can save us first. She needs more moisture. More of you, Bertie.
Huh?
Take out your spare handkerchief.
How do you know?
Lucky guess. Now, Bertie, cry.
What?
Cry into your hanky. Then push it through the crack. If we feed Daphne your tears, she might regain enough strength to pull the lever and open the door.
I can't cry to order. Can't I sweat instead?
Well, no, because that will go everywhere and there's a chance you'll wake the kraken in the corner there, which we really don't want to do. You have to keep calm and cry nice and tidily.
But I haven't cried since prep school. You're a girl, can't you do it?
I'm afraid I'm out of tears at the moment.
Worrying about not sweating is making me sweat. It's uncommonly hot in here.
Well, it's normal for underground tombs. Why you're wearing a 3-piece suit in the desert is the real question. How old were you when you were sent away to school, Bertie?
What?
How old? 7?
5, actually. It was the making of me.
Did your mother see you off? Did she take you?
No, it was the nanny, actually. Mother was busy, I suppose.
Did you love her?
Mother?
Nanny.
She was dismissed after I went to prep school, so I never saw her again.
And they call me a psychopath. What do you remember?
Let me see. The smell of the dust on the seat of the second-class carriage. I was bouncing up and down, and my cap fell off. Nanny was vexed. She was never normally cross, I don't think. Sometimes I think all children are lonely.
I think you might be right about that.
Nanny picked up my cap, placed it carefully back on my head, and that was the last time anyone touched me other than to give me a beating for the next 12 years.
And your eyes stay dry.
Dry as the sand, my dear. What about you?
And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Keep jumping, Bertie. But make sure you sweat by the door and not near Prim. I brought her up in your jacket and put her in the sarcophagus. Should keep her out of harm's way, for now.
I don't know how you can bear touching that thing.
It was that or risk coming back to life when you started your star jumps.
Are they from outer space too?
Stop! Hold still. Oh, your hanky's nicely soaked. I'll press it into the crack.
Oh, they're back! Where did they come from?
Must be all around, lying dormant until they detect a moisture source. Well, at least they're helping. That's right, little drones. Through the hole. Take it to Daphne.
Come on, Daphne!
Oh, sir, so thirsty.
Now, pull the lever, Daphne. Free us. So much for plan A.
River, that thing's getting out of its grave!
It wasn't just us the drones were helping. Oh, pity. Daphne!
More water.
Pull the lever and we'll give you more. You can drink your fill.
Here still. You will be mine.
Daphne!
Oh, stay back, you fiend!
Give me the lamp.
It's our only one. We'll be left in the dark.
The lever, Daphne! The lever!
I will quench my thirst.
Oh, no, you won't. You stay away!
Daphne! Oh, thank goodness. Bertie, the lamp! Get behind me! Remember what the fire did to you, Prim? Stay back!
Don't drop it! Oh no, the door's hardly opened at all!
Daphne hasn't got the strength to pull it all the way. Crawl underneath! What? Get to that lever and the second I'm out, pull it back up to close it again. The second, do you hear?
I'll try! Oh, I wish you'd brought that vortex manipulator.
I know. What?
Oh, Lord.
Just go.
Okay.
And you, stay back.
You will free me.
Come on, River!
You cannot leave me here.
I have to. I'm sorry. She's got my boot.
Hurry, Professor! Daphne, are you all right?
Close the door!
Not until you're through!
Oh, forget about me! Close it and fetch help! I'll use the lamp!
The light's gone!
Let me go!
Yet, a feast on you.
I can't see a thing. Where's my gun?
River! Crawl towards my voice! Daphne, where are you?
Reset the lever! Close the tomb!
No!
Feast. Feast.
Oh, poor Daphne. There you are. Is that your hand? You don't have to grip quite so...
Finally, Bertie, a sound I can follow. And there you are, Mr. Colt. How many did I have left in the chamber? Oh, in all the excitement, I've kind of lost track.
You cannot escape me.
Doesn't matter, so long as it makes the loudest noise you've heard in 3,000 years. If you need to leave the tomb in an emergency, your exit is straight ahead and closing fast.
Do not leave me.
I'm here! Bertie! Bertie? Daphne? Where are you?
Pretty. Blue light.
Don't try to move.
No.
Tell me what happened.
She got me. I felt the life drawn out of me.
I can see the veins in your skin. Oh, you've lost more than 20% of your body fluid. The drones inside Daphne, keeping her alive, they must have sucked you dry. Where is she?
I'm so thirsty.
Oh, something's gone wrong with them. Some malfunction. They're infecting people. Oh, I'm sorry, Bertie. I can't help you.
I don't want to turn into that.
Tell me, Bertie, how do you know about the vortex manipulator?
I'm such a fool.
Do you know who I am?
I only know my instructions.
Let me know.
What were they?
To get you here. I think it's a test.
Who's testing me?
I can't tell you that.
Whoever set this test has unleashed a monster.
They'd heard you're pretty good with monsters. Here, a letter for you.
Bertie, I have to go. I have to find Daphne. She's strong enough to escape.
I know.
I'm sorry to leave you here, whoever you are.
Oh, that's all right. I'm used to it.
I didn't want to get involved. I wanted to hide away, do my penance. Oh, I should have known trouble would come looking for me. It always does. I'm sorry, Bertie.
Thank you, Nanny.
I wish they'd hurry back. The night's getting cold.
I'm free.
Colonel, look! It's Daphne! They found her. Dafford!
Oh, she doesn't look at all well. So thin and limping. What are those little lights with her? Like jewels?
She's come back to me!
So thirsty.
Lifford! Archie! We need to close the tomb! Now!
So thirsty.
Do it. There will be a feast.
Feast. Yes.
Feast. From me.
Oh, Bertie, you didn't, you cretinous double-crossing! Lifford! Back to the car! Archie, stay away from Daphne!
Daphne, you look awful. Let me help you.
Stick! I say, there's a time and a place.
Grab a plank from the campfire, Colonel. Set her alight!
Steady on, the poor girl's just escaped from a tomb.
The poor girl's already dead. Oh, too late. Get to the car!
Heavens, can't we?
No! You're getting in, driving and heading for the hills. I need all the weapons in the camp.
But there are no weapons in the camp.
You're dynamite then. You must have dynamite.
In the car. You're going to blow them up? Archie and Daphne?
They're not Archie and Daphne. Archie and Daphne are gone. They're now just two desiccated corpses that have been infected with a faulty... Oh, never mind. Just don't go near them. Come on!
In your neck to my dancing lights.
There's somebody else, another girl, out of the tomb.
That's Prim. This is her tomb. Well, technically her husband.
And I must have mine.
Revenge, yes, you said. And I don't blame you, but I'm going to have to stop you.
After so long in my prison, I see land, sky, stars.
Don't forget bullets.
Direct hit. Hasn't done a dash thing to stop it, mind.
It can hold them back a little while we... She's not coming after us. Oh, I didn't factor in that she might have somewhere else to run. Quick! We have to drive after her!
What about Archie and Daphne?
Keys! Prim's the one we have to worry about. They've just woken up. They're only doing what they're compelled to.
Here you go.
Thanks. But Prim's had a very long time to think about what she wants.
Which is what?
I think she wants to infect the world.
How could we lose her?
This is her land. Can't imagine it's changed much in 3,000 years. The blink of an eye to some. What's that?
A snake. Dead. Not so dead after all.
She's been here, fueling herself, and they're reanimating too. It really is a disease.
Perhaps we should get back in the car.
Perhaps you should. Undead scorpions coming from under the bushes. She's gone up the mountain path.
Do you know what you're doing?
Oh, I hate being asked that question. You stay here with the jeep. I'll go on foot. If you hear me shout, drive, you drive, whether I'm in the vehicle or not. Understand?
I'd never leave a lady.
Oh, I'm no lady. Oh, and Lifford, drive like the very devil is on your tail, because she will be. Prim! Are you there? You must be so tired. She's heading for the dam. Of course. Her people built it. They didn't know salt water would contaminate the crops. Don't sweat. Not a single drop. Tell me what happened, Prim.
I loved my husband. I loved him, and I married him, and I wanted to be a good wife. That was all I was raised to be. Can you imagine what that's like?
No, I wasn't raised like that. But I did love my husband all the same.
And then when he died, they said I had to give up my life for him. Sacrifice everything. I was so young. I loved him, but how could anyone love someone enough to willingly die for them?
You didn't love him enough to die for him.
I thought I did, until it was put to the test. And you?
I died for him many times. Yes, always.
Will you take my place in the tomb?
I've been in a tomb my whole life. I've been trapped as surely as you were behind that stone wall. Life has, believe me, been no less cruel to me than it was to you. I can be just as angry. We're two of a kind, Prim. That's why I need you to stop and listen.
I say, who's there? Show yourself. Archie? Is that you? That woman hasn't told me a single thing that's actually going on. And look at you two, holding hands. You must be feeling better. Daphne, we thought we'd lost you.
Join me. We can destroy them all. All the husbands.
I can see where you're coming from, but Prim, I don't know how to tell you. There is no point, no fault, no one to destroy. Not here, anyway.
What do you mean?
Someone made this happen to you, manipulated your tribe, engineered an alien parasite and planted it in your tomb to trap me. I don't know why. Prim, we're through the looking glass.
I was made to suffer because of you?
It appears to be the case, yes.
I endured what I endured as... what? A game of the gods?
I don't know who it was, but I put money on their lack of divinity.
I was tortured beyond sense, beyond reason for you. And you sit there, not a tear, not a bead of shame on your forehead.
Prim, I'm sorry. I'm as much a pawn in this as you are, but you have to take your leave now. You must see that. Let me help you.
How? You cannot burn me, I return. You cannot bury me. Even locked in the darkest tomb year upon year, I do not fail. Every drop of salt water in this world will sustain me and make me stronger. I am always thirsty.
On the other side of that dam is all the salt water you could ever need. I suspect the leak is what triggered all of this.
But it scares me so.
Sometimes, Prim, we want the things we know are bad for us so desperately, and we can't see the things we really need.
I never once got what I wanted.
Then let me give you a river.
Professor!
Prim, I'll be back, I promise.
Professor!
I'll meet you at the top of the dam.
Get these things away from me! Professor!
Men, never. Listen. Give me that. Quickly, I need to deal with Prim. I have absolutely no time for zombie snakes. Or you, poor so-and-so. Now, how much kerosene in this can? Stand back, Clifford! Jolly good. Quite a lot. Should keep them back for a while.
Good Lord!
We don't have long. Every dead thing in this valley is waking up, and it will spread. Give me that dynamite.
Yes! Blow them up!
No, it won't work. We need a bigger plan. We need to wash everything away. Look, those lights are already searching out other tombs. How many bodies are buried there?
I don't know. Dozens? Hundreds?
We're about to find out. I recommend you climb a tree.
What? You're going back to the dam? With dynamite? But Professor Song, I can't swim!
Seriously? You're going to be the one to start crying?
I don't want to die!
You'll die a lot faster if you don't dry those tears!
Get away!
Get the car! Climb the tree! Prim! Prim, are you ready?
For a man and a world that cast me aside with no consequence, now I shall slake my thirst, and there will be consequence.
That's right, Prim. It's here. It's all for you. And all the sorrow and longing and tears will be gone, I promise. Are you ready?
Water. It will make me stronger than my wildest dreams.
You must take the leap. You must jump in. All that lovely water.
And you with me. And we shall find and avenge those who have done this to us.
Maybe you first.
Come with me. We shall punish all the husbands.
No, Prim. You must go alone. It is your duty.
No one will ever say that to me again.
You're stronger than you look. Thank goodness.
I'm getting better. I feel stronger.
Yes, saline drones. Absorbing all the water. The only thing is, they won't know when to stop.
What?
I'm so sorry, Prim. They'll keep expanding. Keep filling you with water. Until you drown.
You trapped me.
To be fair, you tried to turn me into a tear-drinking zombie. It's the only way to free you.
What's happening? Daphne? I feel normal. Better. I feel myself again.
Me too. Oh, Archie.
Hold on to me.
You never deserted me, Archie.
Oh, Daphne, I never would. The water's rising.
What's happening, Archie? My arms. They're getting heavy.
Mine too. Pick up. I'm expanding.
Hold me, Archie. Hold me, I'm drifting.
Further and further apart.
We will always be together.
Always.
I will take you with me. You who caused all this pain. You will pay.
Get off me! Stop! Let me go!
At least you had love in your life. At least you knew what it meant. I had nothing but dust and fire and ashes because of you. This sapling cannot save you. It will die in its prime, washed away like all things. You have everything, and you will die.
You know nothing about my life. You don't know what I've lost, what I had to do, who I had to leave behind. You think you were a pawn in someone else's scheme. You don't know the half of it. And you know what you do when that happens. You move on!
Over here, Professor! Grab the pick!
You did something useful, Colonel. You climbed a tree after all.
I've got you!
She's got my leg, but she's weakening. I have wept a sea of tears already. And one day, I may even weep one for you.
It's washed away. Camp, tomb, tire dig, everything. All that scholarship.
It's no loss to academia. This history was manipulated by someone or something else.
I don't quite recall what happened to Archie and Daphne, the fellow from the consulate, those little red fireflies.
Desert sickness. Hallucination. See it all the time. It's very sad. You were lucky to recover. Can you let the families know?
Yes. Yes, of course.
I'll say a few words for Prim on my way. I don't think she was as vicious as whoever set me up.
Sorry? What's that? Are you heading back to your university?
Only to collect my things. Then I have some rather more pressing matters to attend to.
Oh, yes?
I've dried out what Bertie gave me. It appears to be an invitation. Fetch me the gramophone, please, and pass me my book. Into the silence of the empty night I went, and took my scorned heart with me, and all the 1,000 eyes of heaven were bright. But sorrow came, and led me back to thee. I turned my weary eyes toward the sun. Out of the leaden east, like smoke, came he. I laughed and said, the night is past and done. But sorrow came, and led me back to thee. O love, O sorrow, O desired despair. I turn my feet toward the boundless sea. Into the dark I go, and heed not where, so that I come again, at last, to thee. And that is quite enough of that. Professor Riversong is invited to an exclusive social event. Venue unspecified. Dress formal. Carriages every hour. And temporospatial coordinates for pickup. A little port in the Magellan Cloud, if I remember my cosmic geography. Curiouser and curiouser. Ah, we're almost back. I need to get ready for a party.